Hey everybody, welcome to the third chair yoga class that I'm going to film for you guys today. It's a beautiful day. I moved my camera around so that you could see a different vantage of my studio, and this wall is just all about happiness and joy. So that's beautiful for you to look at. While we do some chair yoga, we're going to use some more tools. If you remember last video that I did, we used blocks to kind of expand the chest and give the height of the floor a little bit higher up. So today I want you to, before we get started, just grab a belt. It can be a belt that you would wear around your waist. It could be a strap like this. It's called a yoga strap. It can pretty much be anything, but you want it to be about 1.5 inches wide. So not a string, but just something similar to this. And then another chair. So if you don't have folding chairs, you can use your dining room table chairs, kitchen chairs. If you're in a wheelchair, you can use your bed as the other surface. You could use any sort of chair while staying in your wheelchair. So it's just that you just need 2 chairs. We're going to play a little bit with that today to kind of get into the legs and get some stretching through the legs. That's really hard to do if we spend a lot of time seated. In the coming weeks, I'm going to also offer some options to use the chairs while standing, but for today's class, we're going to stay seated in our chairs using the tools of the strap and another chair. Okay, so go ahead and find a comfortable seat. And I'm going to go ahead and turn slightly off so that you can see how much space I have between the back of my chair and my body. So if we're sitting too far back, it's kind of hard and we get a little bit of a pinch in our hips and we can't get as much of an extension in our spine when we round a little bit. So we're going to play with both sitting on the edge and coming to the back of the chair. But for now, I want you to sit on the edge of your seat and create a nice tall spine. And then go ahead and close your eyes. And one of the beautiful things that I have taught for many, many years that I circle back to all the time, especially during a time where we just need to stop for a moment and just be with what is. And some of the most mystical teachings, we call that just a pause. Not resisting, not grabbing, but just being. There is a breathing technique, a pranayama technique called kumbhaka. And kumbhaka means the sacred space between every inhale and every exhale. And it is in that space where we find contentment, find surrender, find bliss. And so as we start to settle into our body, and we settle into feeling heaviness through sitting bones, I want you to picture in your mind a circle, a big circle. And on your next inhale, draw a line up the left side of the circle until you get all the way to the top, and then hold the breath. Be with it. And then start to exhale down the right side, slow, just following until you get to the bottom of the circle and pause. That's the kumbhaka breath. Then you'll inhale again and pause and exhale and pause. Take a few cycles like that. You can stay with kumbhaka breathing, or you can just return to normal breath, but lower your chin to your chest and feel your shoulders sort of drip down your back. And take your right ear to your right shoulder. Back to center. Left ear, left shoulder. Back to center. This time you'll take a breath in and draw a line with your nose all the way up and pause. And then exhale, chin back to chest, nose goes down and pause. Inhale, lift your nose. Exhale, lower your nose. And again, inhale, lift your nose. And lower your nose. One more, just like that. Just sit tall. Maybe open your eyes. We'll start with our strap. So you're going to take the strap, and it will only be about 12 inches, not much. Maybe just shoulder width. So you can see I'm not coming out to a V shape. I'm going to stay with my arms straight out in front. So notice that my arms are straight. I'm sitting tall into my spine. My butt bones are sticking onto the chair. And then my pelvis is going to tuck under, and I'm going to round my spine and then lift tall. Try that again. Pull in and sit tall. So this comes from the pelvis. Tuck it under. Recreate length. If you don't have access to a belt or a strap, you can do this without. Just make sure that your arms are strong and active. We're going to build some heat into the arms while we just take our pelvis and move into our spine. The 4 more just like that. So nice. And 3. Tall spine. 2. You should feel heat in the belly. Last one. Now sit tall. Imagine you can rip the strap into 2 pieces and then soften. So we pull and engage the arms and then soften. Do 5 more. Just pulling the strap, softening the strap. Here's 4. 3. 2 more. Last one. And lower the arms. Give a little roll to the shoulders. So the strap will have the same width. Arms will go straight. Take a long breath in and turn to the right. So I'm going to go away from you. Turn, 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 turn. Let your eyes follow. And then inhale back to front. Exhale, turn left. Notice my arms stay straight and strong. Inhale back to center. Try that again. Turn to the right. Come back to center. Turn left. Strong arms. Come back to center. And lower. You can see that the strap is a great tool for engaging those muscles in the arms. So now take the strap and go a little bit wider than shoulders. Notice my arms are shaped like a V now. Bring that strap in front again. Sit really tall. When you inhale, bring the strap above your head. Nice. And then exhale in front to start. Go slow. Inhale up. Exhale down. A little bit of tension in the strap as if you're pulling it but not ripping it. So there's no sag. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then pause. Roll your shoulders. We're gonna change that. Keep the strap just like it is. Arms go straight. You will inhale up. Now pull over to the right, exhale. Inhale back to center. Tip over to the left. Back to center. And then arms down. So we're gonna create this sort of loop, if you will, of breath and movement. Keeping a little bit of tension on the strap. So it's not sagged, it's taut. Here we go. Arms out in front. Wiggle your buns. Get ready. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge right. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge left. Inhale up. Exhale to start. Let's try it again. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale to start. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Back up to center and lower. So nice. Give a little roll to your shoulders. Let's add on to this. So now you're going to take your strap and go even wider. Now I'm almost like the shape of the letter Y. Arms will go above your head. Here's where you have to really honor where your shoulders are. And if anything hurts, don't do it or back off. So I'm going to inhale, reach back. Exhale back to start. Inhale. Exhale. Do it again. Your nose might go up as you reach back and back to center. 3 more. And 2. Last one. And then arms come down. So you can feel a little bit of work here when we do that, as well as our shoulders. Keep the strap wide. Arms go up. Bend your elbows. Strap goes behind your head. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Breath in. And 2. Last one. Back up to stay. And then strap goes in front and we pause. So we should start to feel some heat in the shoulders here and the backs of the arms and the triceps. Keep the strap wide. Arms go up. Now turn to the right. Turn, turn, turn. Twist. Come back to center. Turn left. Come back to center. One more time each side. Turn right. Center. Left. Center. Now, strap's going to go behind your head onto the place in your skull where it starts to shape out. Bring the strap in front and pull down. Nice stretch for the back of the head, the neck, the shoulders. Close your eyes and breathe. And start to bring your eyes up. You can take this strap and just lay it across your lap or set it down on the floor. We're going to finish with that. We're done with the strap, so you can go ahead and just set it aside. So now we're going to scoot back in our chair. Just going to soften a bit. Lean back, depending on if your chair has a slight recline like mine or if it's upright, this will change your sensation, but take your arms wide and let your heart lift. Lift your nose and just get an opening here. Arms come down, take a big breath. And breathe out. One more. move your arms around, bring them to your lap, and just pause. We're going to pause. We talk about the pause in relation to a stimulus. My favorite teacher, this concept was Viktor Frankl, and he says that between every stimulus and every response, there's a space. It is in that space we choose, and it is in that choice we have freedom. So taking time throughout the day to pause. Maybe sharp words come at us from a friend or a partner. Pause. Give space before we react. When we do that, we're much more likely to respond versus react, which is as a root of action, which is usually force. So we can pause while we're walking, or we're sitting outside and notice the birds. We can pause before we eat and see the beauty and the abundance that we have. We can pause before we speak to make sure that our words are kind. So feel free to pause throughout your practice. Take in the sensation. It's all good. All right, we're going to move to our legs now. So we're going to use the chair here for a little bit. So first thing I want you to do is just open and close your legs. Just start to get a little bit of movement through the hips here. And at any time you can lose the chair. You don't need to use it. It's just going to be a deep opening through the backs of the legs and into the hips. So go ahead and lift your left leg up. If you need to assist it with your hands, that's fine. If not, just bring it on down. So once you find it on the chair, scoot it in just a little bit so we don't get pressure behind the knee, but we get a nice stretch. I like to have my foot on the upright part of the chair just to bring my toes back towards my nose, which is going to give me a little deeper sensation. Notice my spine straight. Take a big breath in. Aim your nose on your toes. And it may not be that you get to hinge far because we're getting a deep stretch here. So we're going to take this slow. We're going to breathe through it. It takes about 5 to 6 breath cycles before the body knows that we're not going to hurt it. So we're going to come back to that circular breath here. So aiming your nose towards your toes. Take a breath in. Hold the breath. Then exhale the breath. Be without pause. Inhale again. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. And pause. Take a few rounds of breath like that on your own. Close your eyes. Now lower your nose towards your knee. Come back to that breath. Now lower your nose towards your belly. And find that breath. Start to rebuild the spine. Go slow here instead of really tall. If you're not able to get your leg onto the chair, you can do this with just a straight leg on the floor with your toes up and have the same sensation, just not quite as deep. So your nose would start at your toes, your knee, your belly, with a straight leg on the floor. Go ahead and take that leg and bend it. So now I have this open shape, half of a diamond here. And so I'm going to sit tall to start and then hinge from my hip crease, laying my belly towards the bent opening of my left leg. So this is a version of what's known as pigeon pose on the floor, where we have this external rotation of our hip and we're giving our body a hinge forward to get into the back side and into our hip joint. Remembering to honor where you're at, don't go too far in this. Take a breath in, a long breath out, and then begin to rebuild your spine. Let's take that to the other side. So go ahead and lower the left leg. You might shake it out just a little bit. And then bring your right leg up, either assisting it or not, and lay it on the chair. Recreate that tall spine. Aim your nose towards your toes. Remember, there's no judgment here. One side might feel different. You just don't need to get locked into why is this side one way and the other side's, it just is. And we have compensatory, we compensate to one side. So my left side is much tighter than my right. I can go a little bit deeper here, but I'm going to stay with what feels good in my body and not push it. So find that circular breath. Take about 5 here. With your nose towards your toes. You can close your eyes and just feel the sensation. And then begin to drop your nose towards your knee. And then to your belly. Next inhale, start to rise. Bend your right knee and just cross your shin over your chair. So now this side you'll be able to see I have this half diamond shape here. And I like to hold on to my leg or even the chair, and I'll take a breath in and then hinge forward. Just feel the stretch in my glutes and in my hip at the bent leg. Next breath in, start to rise up. Go ahead and slip your leg off of the chair. We're going to bring the chair in a little bit closer, almost straddling the chair with our legs. Right arm is going to lower to the seat of the chair. Left arm is going to rise. So we get this nice spinal twist. Just put your fingers wide. Look up towards the ceiling if your neck feels good. If it doesn't, go ahead and keep it in neutral. Take a big breath in and start to open your left arm. Open. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Start to rise up on your exhale, and we'll switch. Left arm crosses. Right arm reaches. Begin to open on your exhale. Take a breath. And bring your right hands back to the seat of your chair. And then start to bring your hands up to where the chair edges, the seat, the back of the chair, not the seat. I'm going to scoot mine away a little bit. And if your chair is higher, it's going to feel different than if your chair is low like me. But many of you are familiar with downward facing dog. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a chair. So go ahead and straighten your arms. Palms will be on the back of your chair, the top of it. Lower your chin. Look at your belly and reach with straight arms. Push into your chair. Push your palms into the chair and feel. Breathe. Start to rise up. Lower your forearms to the seat of the chair. Fingers are going to curl around the seat of the chair, the back side. Tuck your chin. Maybe your head reaches the seat, maybe it doesn't. Start to walk yourself back up. Our left hand is going to stay on the seat of the chair. We're going to take a giant twist here. Right arm goes up. Now turn to the right. Grab your chair that you're seated on and look to the back. Turn your head, bring your eyes to front, and we'll switch. Right hand comes to the seat. Left arm sweeps around, grabs the chair, look to the back. Eyes go back to front. Left hand comes around. Cross left over right. Tuck your chin and round your spine. Should be getting a stretch for the shoulder blade area. Drag your hands to the edge of the seat and then begin to open like a beautiful flower, lifting your nose. And then when you exhale, cross your arms, lay your hands on the seat again, and round your spine. Inhale, open up again, sweep your arms out, big breath. And then arms come down. You're going to take the chair, last couple moves. You're going to flip the chair around. So now the seat of the chair, the back of the chair is facing you, not the seat. Go ahead and put it pretty far away from you, depending on how tall you are in the torso. But your arms are going to find this chair, and they will be straight arms. You can scoot back in your seated chair to bend your elbows. Let your head fall. And breathe. Start to come on up. Push into the chair with your hands. Nice straight arms. Tuck your chin. Keep them straight. Now, start to draw a line with your nose. Up, up, up. Keep your arms where they're at. Bend your elbows and exhale. Push into the chair one more time. Straight arms. Lift your nose. Bend your elbows and round. Start to push yourself up. Hands walk back to your legs. Sit tall. You can have a couple choices here. You can turn your chair back to face you. You can lift your legs up on both legs. We're going to lean back here. And so if this feels comfortable, stay right here. If it doesn't, just bring your legs to the floor, but get soft here. The work is done. Let your arms drape over and just let them hang. Circle your vest a couple times. I'm going to keep my legs up on the chair. And then bring your arms in front and just rest them on your lap. And close your eyes. Start to find that circular breath again, that kumbhaka breathing. Draw a line up the left side and inhale. Pause. And exhale. And pause. You choose to stay just as you are, for as long as the body wants. I'll be filming a meditation around Kumbhaka breathing. We'll be in this series, so be sure to listen to it and learn more about that beautiful sacred space and join me in meditation. Thank you for practicing today. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Keep practicing, stay healthy, take care. Namaste.